In the summer of 1944, as the war raged across Europe, a small village in France lay in the shadow of conflict. The villagers of Montclair had lived in fear for years, their lives disrupted by the German occupation. Yet, amid the uncertainty, the spirit of the community flickered like a candle in the night. Among them was a young girl named Élodie. With her bright blue eyes and a heart full of dreams, she often roamed the fields, imagining a life beyond the confines of war. She would gather wildflowers, weaving them into crowns that she would give to her friends, reminding them that beauty still existed in the world. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting golden hues across the sky, Élodie noticed something unusual, a figure moving cautiously through the tall grass. Curiosity piqued. She approached and found a soldier, wounded, disheveled, and clearly lost. His uniform was tattered, and his face bore the marks of exhaustion. But in his eyes, Élodie saw a spark of determination. "Don't be afraid," he said softly. "I'm not your enemy. I'm just trying to find my way home." His name was Julien, a French resistance fighter who had been separated from his unit during a mission. Élodie felt the rush of hope. "You can stay with us. We'll help you," she promised. That night, Élodie led Julien to the village. Under the cover of darkness, the villagers gathered, their apprehensions melting away as Élodie introduced him. The mayor, an old man with a weathered face, nodded gravely but recognized the glimmer of hope that Julien represented. For weeks, Julien stayed hidden in Montclair, and the villagers became his allies. They brought him food and supplies, and in return, Julien shared stories of bravery and hope from the front lines. He spoke of the resistance fighters' dreams for a liberated France, painting vivid pictures of a future where children could play freely in the fields. As he shared his tales, Élodie listened intently, her imagination ignited. Inspired by Julien's stories, she organized the village children to help with small acts of defiance against their occupiers, painting slogans of hope on hidden walls, leaving flowers on the doorsteps of soldiers, and spreading whispers of resistance. One day, as they worked together in secret, Élodie led the children to a nearby hill. From its summit, they could see the distant glow of a city on the horizon, Paris. "One day, we will be free," she declared, her voice echoing across the fields. The children cheered, their laughter mingling with the wind. News of the Allied forces landing on the beaches of Normandy reached Montclair, and the atmosphere shifted.